Hi everybody, welcome to my channel and also to my very first video. For this look, I wanted to do one of my favorites, fall, autumny, I don't know if that's the word, but we're gonna use it. Autumny look. This is something that I think you can definitely wear almost every day. I know I wear it for work or if I'm gonna go meet with one of my friends for happy hour, whatever plans you may have. So I am no expert, but this is how I like to do my makeup. So if you want to find out how I got this look, keep on watching.
Okay, so to get this look started, I am going to prime my face, and for that I am using the Smashbox Photo Finish, and I'm just using a little bottle because I am still looking for a good primer, and I'm giving this one a try, and so far I'm liking it. So we're going to apply that all over our face. Okay, next I am going to moisturize my lips, and for that I'm using Sephora Super Smoothing Lip Butter. Alright, now I'm going to apply my foundation, and I'm using Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous in the shade 310, and I'm just going to use my stippling brush by Real Techniques, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the foundation all over the face. That is done, I am going to start doing my concealer. Now for underneath my eyes, I'm going to start using the NYX Orange Concealer. I have pretty bad dark circles right now, so that helps a little bit to get a cover. So I'm going to start by applying a good amount of that orange concealer first. As you can see, I did apply quite a bit of that orange concealer, and now I'm going to use my little blending sponge and just start blending that in. I won't blend it too much because I will be covering that in a second, but I just want to get it blended a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to apply the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer. This is the same shade as the foundation, so I'm going to apply that one first. Okay, so I'm also going to apply that to a few pimples that I got to try to cover them up. And then after that, I'm just going to blend again with my blending sponge. And now for the final step of my concealer application, I'm going to use just a shade lighter to finish covering up and also to add a little bit of highlight. Now we're going to go ahead and blend all of that in with the same blending sponge. And by the way, don't mind that hot mess right behind me. I promise it'll be nice and neat for my next video. Moving to the brows, so I'm gonna start by brushing my brows with my brow and lash little spoolie brush thingy. Okay, and now to fill the brows in, I'm going to use the Ardell Dark Brown Brow Pomade, and for that, I will be using two different kind of brushes. I'm going to use the MAC 206 because it's a little bit more thinner, so I'm going to use that to outline my brows, and then I'm going to use the ELF small angle brush because it's a little bit more fuller, so I like that to just use it in the inner portion of my brow just to go ahead and finish filling them in. So that's what I'm doing now, just using the thinner MAC one to outline my brows, and then you'll see me use the thicker one just to complete the brows and just fill them in. Now I'm just going to blend that in using the same brow brush, and after that's all nice and blended, I'm just going to repeat the same steps on my other brow. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and set my foundation and some of the concealer using the same Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous, same shade as the foundation, the 310, and I am using the ELF powder brush to do that. Bit, so I'm just going to fix that real quick, and I'm going to start with the Tarte palette for the eyes, and I am going to use the Free Spirit, which is that color right there, and I am going to apply that all over the lid using my MAC, I want to say 230, I think. The numbers kind of blur it out, but I think it's 230. To use the Natural Beauty, and I'm going to use my MAC 217, and I will be applying that color just all over the crease and right above or below actually the brow bone. So just crease all the way up to right underneath the brow bone. Going to use the color Dreamer, that one right there, and I will be using the MAC 213, and we are going to grab that color, and we're just going to apply some of that on the outer corner, and we're going to blend it right into the crease. Get my little blender brush, and I'm going to dip that into the Natural Beauty again, and I'm just going to use that to blend all of the shadows together. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my 217 brush again, and I'm going to use the Best Friend shadow now, and I'm going to go back to the crease and just make that purple accent a little bit more strong. So I'm just going to apply that again right there on the crease and a little bit on the outer corner too. Now I'm just going to grab the blending brush again. I'm just going to blend that a little bit. After I'm done blending, I'm going to just go back into Free Spirit, and I'm going to add that right there underneath their brows, on the brow bone, just to add a little bit of a highlight and also to clean those lines a little bit too. Grab that same Free Spirit and I will apply a little bit of that on the lid just to go ahead and clean it up a little bit, and also I want to use it as a base color for my next shadow. And now once I'm done with that, I will be grabbing my Old and Loyal Naked palette, and I will be using the Half-Baked color on the palette. So it's going to be that one right there, and I will apply that on the inner corner of my eyes and a little bit on the lid as well. Shadow a little bit more, and now I'm going to grab my white eyeliner. It's just NYC white eyeliner, and I'm going to add that to the waterline. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I did put a little bit of that half-baked shadow on the lower inner line of my eye as well. Okay, so now I'm going to be grabbing my Wet n Wild black liner, and I will be adding this right underneath the lash line, and then I'm going to add a very, very thin line above the lash line. I don't want anything too thick, I just want a very thin line, so this is why I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my MAC 210, and I will be going back to the Tarte palette and grabbing that Dreamer shadow, and I will be applying that to the lower lash line, or right underneath the lower lash line. And I will also go back into the Best Friend color, and I will blend it all together with the same brush. Just grabbing my e.l.f. powder brush, and I'm just cleaning underneath my eyes and also just blending my powder a little bit more, getting ready for contouring. Now for the contour kit I got it on Amazon recently. It's called the Creasely Formulations. This is the probably third time I've used it so far, and I don't know about it yet, so I'm just still giving it a shot. So that's what I'm going to be using right now. So I'm just going to go into the darker shade, and I'm going to be using my e.l.f. angle brush, and I'm going to apply that right in the cheekbone, underneath the cheekbones. I'm also going to apply it all a little bit on my forehead, just to try to make my forehead look a little bit smaller. Adding the same darker shade on my nose, just to give it a little bit more definition. And I will grab a little bit of the lighter shade also and just apply that right in the middle. Now I'm just adding a little bit of the darker shade right there on the jawline, and then I'm going to grab the lighter shade and I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting. Now I'm not going to do too much with this shade because I will be using another one, but I'm going to start with this one first. e.l.f. I want to say it's e.l.f. bronzer. It's sun-kissed, and I use it more as a highlighter, so I'm going to add that on my cheekbones, a little bit on the bridge of my nose, and a little bit of my chin, just to add a little bit of my golden highlight, since I do want to go ahead and tie everything up for our fall look. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my Sephora Orange Punchy Sun-Baked blush, and I will be applying that with my MAC 109, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that on my cheeks. use my Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara in black, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that on my lashes. Now usually what I do is I apply one coat and then I go to my other eye, so let that dry a little bit, and then I just reapply, and I just keep doing that depending how dramatic I want my lashes. Alright, now finally for the lips, I will be applying the Beauty or the Bite Beauty crayon in the eggplant shade. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that right onto my lips, and these crayons are super pigmented and I'm really loving this particular new set that they recently came out with that has this particular eggplant color in it. So I've been using this quite a bit now and I really love this color. Alright, so I'm just going to mess with my hair for a second here just to go ahead and get it all fixed up, and I will be right back.
Alright everybody, so this is the completed look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time now and just finally got the courage to do it. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also make sure to hit the subscribe button right below. I will be posting more videos, and if you want to leave any comments or any suggestions as to what kind of videos you would like for me to do, just let me know in the comments below, and I hope that you will come back, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.